This is crazy, dude. This is seriously really crazy. Like this is over the top, but this is really exciting. What's up, guys? Today I've got some new setup upgrades that I wanted to share with you guys. I know not everyone is necessarily gonna care about this, but I figured since it's like a complete major overhaul to a lot of the components in my setup, some of you guys might be interested in what we did. And these things have been coming in piece by piece over the past week or so. It's been killing me and not to just rip them open and check them out right away. But I wanted to be able to make this video. I wanted to be able to share it with you guys. I just want to say thank you. You know, obviously the channel is doing fantastic, and that's so much thanks to you guys. Like we are just absolutely killing it. I'm having so much fun doing everything from fighting in the UFC to racing F1 cars to flying airplanes, and the fact that I can pretty much throw anything at this channel and you guys end up enjoying it in some way or another is just crazy. Like, I am so incredibly blessed. And to be able to spend like this, to be able to upgrade the setup, to be able to increase the workflow, to be able to get you guys better videos, better quality, higher frame rates, it's just really awesome. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I just really don't even know how to intro this, so we're just gonna come down here. This is our brand new setup here for the channel. Brand new PC, 2 new monitors, brand new microphone. I've been using the exact same Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone for like 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. I purchased that mic when I was doing my LA setup, when I was living in Los Angeles in 2011, fresh out of high school. So that's how old that thing is. It's still a beast. It's a really good sounding microphone, but it's definitely not the cream of the crop. It's not the tip of the top, and there isn't a lot of customization with it. There aren't a lot of opportunities to adjust peaking and like compress the audio and stuff. I'm not an expert in this by any means, but like basically when I yell, and I yell a lot in my videos, it peaks and it gets all hard to listen to, and it's like, oh, it just makes me cringe thinking about it. So we upgraded to the Shure SM7B. Now this is kind of like the basic microphone. This is what literally everybody uses. Every podcast that you see, every major streamer, every YouTuber has this thing. For whatever reason, it just took me a while to upgrade to it. Any change to the setup that you use day in and day out can kind of feel like a big change, even if you're just switching out the microphone. So I don't know, I wanted to stay with what I had for as long as I could, and I figured if we're already changing everything else out, we might as well go for it. So I got that along with the Go XLR audio interface. That thing looks pretty cool. No clue how it works. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial to put this thing together, but it looks good. Let's go ahead and open this thing up in case you guys are looking for kind of a slight unboxing. This isn't gonna be the most technical of reviews. That is magnificent. We are gonna sound so much better, and especially when we yell, it's not gonna peak out and sound awful. What do you think? Do you like that microphone? Coda, do you have anything to say to the people? Oh, he doesn't like it. And then we have this thing, which you basically need some sort of an interface to be able to get the mic to get into your computer. I'm not an expert by any means, but this was very highly rated. System, music, chat, and mic volume. We can adjust all those. You can mute them. We have, is that a curse button? What's the button with the symbols on it? Moving on, before we get to this beast right here, which is obviously the main point of the video, let's talk about these guys. Some brand new monitors. Now, the thing is this setup upgrade comes at a really bad time, both for the PC, which we'll talk about when we get into that, but also for the monitors. So basically, it would have helped a lot if I could have just waited a couple more months, and obviously, I couldn't wait a couple more months. Like, my current PC and everything was just kind of really starting to slow down and not running current games and stuff like that. So I didn't have it in me to wait. Like, if I was, just playing normally, I would have waited, but since I'm making videos and my entire channel depends on my setup, I had to pull the trigger early, which is a little unfortunate. But basically, I got these things here, which are super highly rated. The Asus Tough Gaming VG27A. You guys can see some of the stats on the side. 165 hertz, 1440p, G-Sync compatible. It's a fantastic monitor. With that being said, it is a little bit older. I think it came out like a year to 2 years ago, something like that. So it's still one of the best ones you can get. It's just Asus has some new ones coming out at the end of this year with HDMI 2.1, which if you guys don't know what that is, Basically, I mean, you can connect to a monitor a lot of different ways. You've got DVI, you've got HDMI, you've got DisplayPort. Currently, DisplayPort is the best option. HDMI 2.1, which is what's coming on the next gen consoles, is better than DisplayPort. So you get faster, like, you know, transfer rates for data, and you get higher frame rates and stuff like that. So basically, you're gonna want an HDMI 2.1 monitor if you're gonna be playing on the PS5 and on the Xbox Series X, which I don't think there are too many monitors that do that yet. So again, if I could have waited till the end of the year, that would have been smart. I'm probably gonna end up upgrading to them anyway, but for now, this is what we've got. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy. It has been so long since I had new monitors. Honestly, this is probably the biggest change, the biggest upgrade on my entire setup. So I was previously running, and get this is serious, full-time YouTuber, been a YouTuber for 10 years now. Like it's my only job, it's what I do every single day. Before this, I was running 3 1080p 60 hertz monitors. Yes, this is gonna be my first time ever seeing anything over 1080p or over 60 hertz. So this is like, it's gonna blow my mind. Again, hopefully a lot of you guys are into this stuff. I wasn't sure. I know I had a lot of interest on Twitter and stuff like that, so I wanted to make this video. Some of you guys might not know what I'm talking about, but basically my eyeballs are gonna be very happy with this. Now I'm gonna try to take this stuff apart really nicely because I may end up moving these to my simulator setup, or I may end up reselling them after using them for a few months. Like I said, I'm probably gonna end up upgrading to the other new ones. Tell me do we have any sort of, oh no, we don't have one of the peely things. Oh, look at this, dude. Brand new 27-inch monitor. I'm moving from 324s to 227s. I just feel like it's gonna be a lot cleaner. One of my 3 monitors wasn't even hooked up to my PC previously. That was only for console gaming. So now I'll have 2 bigger monitors, which is all I normally had on PC anyway, and then I'll just have to switch one of them to a different display when I wanna play console, which is fine. But yeah, dude, I mean, this is just, it's gonna clean up the setup, you know, 1/3 less wires, 1/3 less space. It's gonna be great. Now I know everything we've looked at so far has been pretty expensive, but just a quick note, if you guys are looking to upgrade and kind of simplify your own setup, these monitor stands from Amazon, this one's Vivo, there's a few different brands, it's all the same thing. They're actually super, super nice, and they're super just like simple and clean. This is my current one, so you guys can see we have the 3 monitors there, but they're cheap, they're like 30 bucks, and they hold everything perfectly. So if you wanna like not have your monitors have each of their own stands and declutter everything so they all kind of hover above, then that's the way to do it. Now this right here is my new pride and joy. The videos that we make on this channel for like probably the next at least 2, 3, 4 years, something like that, are gonna be made on this thing. It's been about 4 years, maybe a little bit longer, since my last upgrade. And this is pretty much the best PC you can buy at this point in time. Now, as you guys can see, it was built by PowerGPU. This is not a sponsored video. I paid full price for it. I paid his full fee for putting it together, plus the express fee for like putting it together more quickly and getting it out in the quick turnaround and stuff. So, you know, he did not give me any sort of a hookup or anything like that. I had just known of him. We have a lot of mutual friends. I had seen that he had done a lot of builds for people in the community, and I figured I would give him a shot. And he was super professional, really hooked it up. And I mean, this thing was an idea 6 days ago. Within 6 days, he had most of the components already in stock. He put it together and shipped it, and the shipping is what took the longest. I think the shipping was 3 days or something like that. So I was blown away at the speed he made that happen. Thank you so much, man. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, Trev, you should have, you know, built it yourself. It's so nice when you build it yourself and you just feel this sense of satisfaction when you turn it on and it works. I don't like building PCs. I realize some people do. A lot of people call it like adult Legos, and I totally get like the satisfaction of building something with your own hands. But dude, I don't really understand it. I've tried a few times. I know it's not supposed to be that complicated, but there are so many little problems that can go wrong, so many little things that you have to diagnose. I don't want to do that. If you enjoy building PCs, fantastic. I would rather pay somebody who's an expert, who can make it look good, who can do all the cable management, who can stress test it, and just deliver a beast at my door. That's like the best thing ever. To be honest, I'd rather spend that time making videos on it than, you know, spending an entire afternoon cursing at the thing, wondering why it's not turning on, why it's overheating, that sort of thing. So I just wanted to put a little disclaimer in here. I know there are gonna be a lot of people out there that are mad that I bought, not built, but I mean, come on. Dude, I'm so excited. So like I said, my current PC is probably four 4.5 years old when you take into consideration how old the specs were when it was put together. If I'm trying to render out a 1080p video, it usually takes just about real time, maybe a little bit more. So if it's like a 30-minute video, it's gonna take 35 to 40, 45 minutes. This thing, it should be like 20% of real time. Like it should just fly through it. Which obviously means more videos as well as higher quality. You guys know we've been kind of struggling with the frame rates on Flight Simulator, which is understandable. It's one of the most intense games to ever be released. But with this thing, it should just be able to chew through it. I can't even pick it up. We're gonna have to wiggle it out. Shipping PCs is terrifying. You always see those nightmare stories about how the delivery workers handle your stuff. So I'm really hoping that this isn't gonna have an issue. It looks like he does have some expandable foam in there. So it was packed really tight. He did a good job. I don't know how to get it out. Should we just cut the box out around it? Oh my God, this thing is so big. That's what she said. Yo, this thing is a monstrosity. Are you kidding me? He asked me how big I was willing to go. I said, as big as you want. Shh, 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 shh. This is what I wanted with the monitors. So I've been working at this for like 15 minutes. I wasn't sure how to get the side piece of glass off because usually there's like a latch or screws on the side, but there weren't any. I sent a picture to my buddy Richard who figured it out. You had to take the top piece off. You take the top piece off there, it slides off, and then this glass piece slides up and out. So now we're gonna try to delicately take this packing out and we're gonna reveal the beast within. Oh my goodness. This is an absolute beauty. We've got 2 more of these. Oh yeah. And now for the big one. Everybody be quiet. This is T. Martin ASMR. It's so big I can hardly grab it. I almost need 2 hands. Please excuse this wildly professional setup here. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. We've got the monitor stand box back there as our display setup. But we are about to do the first startup. We're plugged in. Everything's good to go. I'm nervous. Obviously, this could go one of 2 ways. It could have been damaged in shipping, or it's going to start up like a charm. I feel like those are our 2 options. Let's find out. I'm assuming this is the power button. Hold on a second. Gotta make sure that guy's on. Oh, she started up instantly. Oh my goodness. Look at all the fans. Look at all the RGB. DisplayPort is loading up here. Oh. Dude, I'm so excited right now. Are you kidding me? Look at that. I've never had anything like this before. Look at these fans. This is gorgeous. And look at that. It's already up, already running. We're at the desktop. That's the loading time. The RGB fans have kicked in. Look at all those colors, dude. Oh my goodness, that is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. So I posted the full spec list on Twitter last week when it was ordered. I'll also put it down in the description, but we'll talk about some of the highlights here. So it's a Lian 011 Dynamic XL case. Absolutely massive case. So much room for activities. It looks fantastic. If you're limited on space in your setup, it might not be the best idea, but it's awesome for me. For the processor, I went with the AMD Ryzen 9 3950X. So this is my first time ever having an AMD setup. I've always had Intel. To be honest, AMD they've been doing their thing lately. It's really hard to get all the RGB and stuff with how bright it is outside, but they're definitely a hot contender. Intel was in the lead for many, many, many years, and Intel's still probably the best option if all you're doing is gaming. But AMD is by far and beyond better for multitasking and rendering and stuff like that. So as like a fully balanced YouTuber rig where like I do gaming, but editing is also a major focus, AMD was the better option this time around. That's an MSI Meg X570 motherboard along with 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB RAM. I didn't know they made RAM with RGB in it, but that looks fantastic. Another thing I had no clue existed were M2 solid state drives. So this is a 2 terabyte drive right there. And then down there is another 2 terabytes. I'm used to the big hard drives or the slightly smaller solid state drives, but these are the new thing. They're way quicker for file transfers and stuff like that. Obviously make better use of the space. This guy right here is the biggest excitement slash disappointment, kind of the same with the monitors. Now I don't want to call it a disappointment because it is really exciting and currently it's one of the better GPUs that you can get, but today Nvidia announced the new 3000 series cards and the 3090 is going to be coming out on the 24th. Now I knew this was coming. I had to build my PC now. I wasn't gonna be able to wait 3 weeks to be able to make videos and stuff like that. So I wish I could have waited, but I will probably end up upgrading. That 3090 is supposed to be twice as good as the 2080 Ti that I currently have in there. It's gonna be $1,500 new and I spent $1,300 new on this thing. So if I could have waited 3 weeks and spent $200 extra, we could have had double the performance. Unfortunately, I just had to do what I had to do. So I will end up upgrading. I'll probably use a 2080 Ti. I may sell it on eBay. I may do a giveaway, or I may end up building a second like sim rig to be able to run sim games in the racing setup and stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'll make use of it. So that's all the main stuff. I mean, this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, these fans just look so amazing. I've never had anything like this. I've never had anything that looked good. My last PC was powerful. I had like a GTX Titan X and some other stuff that was pretty good, especially for back in the day, like 3 years ago. But I've never had anything that's like worthy of being displayed. You can't see the fans through there. Sorry, that was a stupid angle. But yeah, dude, this is gorgeous. I mean, look at the wiring or the lack thereof, all this cable management. I mean, that's, you know, really a big reason why I wanted to have it built instead of building it myself. I couldn't have made it come out like this. We could have gotten it running, but it would have been ugly. This is just so pretty. So there you guys have it. That's the new PC build. I figured a lot of you guys would be interested. Hopefully this didn't come across as bragging or anything like that. I know I'm in a very fortunate position. And honestly, like I'm just excited to be able to bring you guys better videos, get more frame rates in Flight Sim currently, play future games in way higher qualities, bring you guys 1440p videos, render videos out faster so I can bring you guys more videos, that sort of thing. So it's just really exciting. Thank you guys so much for all your support. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. If you guys want a full setup tour, I'm kind of still like adjusting my setup. Obviously a lot of these components are new. These are like new electronics and stuff like that. But I really want to switch around my office. I really want to organize things better. I need to get better lighting. I'd like to get a better, more solid sim setup. Like it's just kind of craziness. It's like a bunch of random stuff put together in there currently. So I'm working on that. And once I finish that, if you guys want a final setup tour, we can definitely make that happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out.